Good afternoon, my friends. How are we doing? How are we doing? It is the 12 o'clock noon hour. This is Kris from my girlfriend's quilt shop, and I'm coming to you live from my kitchen. Yes, you probably see a few dirty dishes in the background, but that's okay, right? We are so excited to be able to bring this to you once again. This is our Makers Online Sewing Summit, and I couldn't be more thrilled to bring on some very special people who I will introduce you to here in just a moment. But while we are waiting for everyone to get on, if you wouldn't mind just chiming in and letting us know, where are you joining us from? So, hi Joyce, it's good to see you always, my friend. I see you picked up a fun bundle of fabric today. Hi Julie, welcome from Sandy. Deanna, good to see you. Lynn, where are you all joining us from? South Texas, all right. And another person from Texas. Hi Jill, good to see you again. Tucson, Arizona, wonderful. Dallas, Columbus, Ohio, Linda Hall, it's always good to see you. Idaho Falls, just basically our backdoor neighbor. Hi Annie in Las Vegas, North Idaho, New Hampshire, Florida, Frankfort, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, from all over. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh my goodness. Linda Worston says, I'm so excited. I love Poppie Cotton. Yay! I love them too. I can't wait for all of you to meet them or to be reintroduced to them for those of you who may not know who they are. I'm excited to have them today. So, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. I'm sorry. Everything that comes into my head, I just put it out there. I just put it out there. There you have it, my friends. Woodlands, Texas, Carson City, Nevada, Ashland, Idaho. Marcia says, Gina is so creative. You are absolutely correct, Marcia. I'm so excited. And Jill says, I don't know about Poppie Cotton, but I love poppies. I agree with you. Poppies it's a happy flower. It's a happy flower. I can't wait to hear from them as they are sure to tell us where they got their name from. Oh, thank you, Sandy. You're so sweet. She says she misses me. I miss you. I miss all of my wonderful customers and friends. But thank you so much for being with me this afternoon. Hi, Kathy from Vancouver, Washington. All right, and Highland. Oh my goodness, so many wonderful people. Oh, Anne says country roads always take you home. Exactly, my friend. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I know all of you are probably have that song in your heads right now, right? All right. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. So I see you're all getting on right now. It makes me so happy. Nothing makes me happier than seeing our community connect in this way. It's kind of crazy times, and I'm just so grateful that you're all are here. So, all right. Well, I do not want to wait any time longer to be able to introduce you to two very special people. So I'm going to bring them on right now. Miss Gina. Hello, Gina. Do you see me? Can you hear? And Lori. Hello, my
Hey,
friends.
everybody. Hi.
This is so fun to have you. I have to, for those of you who might not know, Lori is joining us from the great state of Washington. Am I right?
Vancouver, Washington. Hi,
Vancouver.
Vancouver, guys.
Hey, there you go. We've got some Vancouver
Yeah.
people on here. And then Gina is joining us from Utah. So welcome.
Oh, there I am. Can you hear me? I
Yes,
think
Now
it's
I
my.
can.
Oh, hi everyone. Yes, Utah. And
yeah.
today's a sunny day.
And today is a sunny day. It
It's a
looks,
beautiful day.
yeah. It's there's nothing better than going outside right now and breathing in that fresh air, right?
Yes.
How,
Yes. We
how
all
are
need.
how are you both doing? How are you holding up?
We're doing good. We connect every day. So every day for us, probably several times a day, this is what we do. And so we're in each other's heads and in each other's studios and in each other's way all
Yeah,
day long.
all day long
I
without
feel
being there.
so blessed to be able to work from home because my Skype is in my pajamas with Gina every day, and we work in our
Exactly.
pajamas most of the time at our computers, and we just get done with our workouts and go right to our computers, and that's where we work out next.
In fact,
Exactly.
today was thrilling. We were both mentioning, Lori says, today's the first time I actually got ready for the day. You know what? We
I
do
put lipstick on.
get ready every day because it does make us feel better.
It does. It does. That's what I'm trying to get myself up and out of
Yeah.
there and just going at it and saying every day you just keep on moving. Move forward. That's all that we can do, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So to those of to those people who might not know much about poppy cotton, will you give us a little bit of background about how did the two of you meet? When did this all start? And how long have you now been doing poppy cotton fabrics? And where are you at right now? Give us the lowdown.
So I think it all begins with our friendship, really. Probably,
Hmm.
I'm guessing around 10 years ago, if I'm
Wow.
correct. We're not
A
sure
little bit more than 10, but yeah.
maybe more. We think our first meeting was probably um well, okay, here's the crazy part. We may have known each other for 10 years, but we shared the same background or backyard. Our kids went to the same schools. We had no idea
Really?
for many years. Yes. So we
Yeah.
both lived in the same hometown in Utah. And we didn't find this out until, quite a while later. But so we have a lot in common as far as where our kids went to school and the friends that they knew, the places
Hmm.
we saw outside our backyard and the mountains. And so we connected immediately and have been good friends. And Lori, I'll let you take it from there.
So just because of our love of designing, and I have a background in fabric design. Gina has a long background in any kind of design for and
Hmm.
love of quilting and sewing, and she's so amazing in her creativity of all of that. You guys take classes from her. She's amazing.
Hmm.
Um, anyway, we just kind of formed this weird idea, crazy idea that we would get together
It was
and
crazy.
form Poppy Cotton. And together with Patrick, who is our third partner, that's my husband, Patrick Woods, and he's our kind of, we'll call him our third, I don't know, Will.
He's your biggest
Because
cheerleader. That's for sure.
he is.
Yes.
He's
Albert
so
is,
darling.
Hmm.
that's for sure.
And we love him. He can't be here today. He's out playing Batman. He ordered a Batman costume, and he's going around to the neighbor kids telling them to be safe, stay in their houses, and not come out.
That is so sweet.
Obey their
Oh.
parents. And he wanted to come in here, and I said, absolutely not. No, no Batman on this.
That's great.
So anyway, and then we just kept going forward. We launched our first collection at Houston 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and I said, "Oh, Gina, if we can just pay for our booth," and it just went from there. So
Oh.
we are very grateful, very
Well,
grateful.
I think one of the things that definitely drew me to your fabric was this fresh feel, this fresh, timeless, classic look of all of your prints. Is is there? Tell us a little bit more about what's the story behind that. Like, where are you getting your inspiration from when you create these? Because it's something that is different than a lot of things we see out there.
I think Lori and I we talk about it a lot. This one of the things before we had this crazy idea was we wanted to make sure that we were presenting something that wasn't out there. And so as we brainstormed, of course, I have to tell you that we did 6 collections before we did our first collection, which was called Prairie Sisters.
Really?
And it was finally when Lori did Prairie Sisters, I'm like, this is it. This is what we're taking to market. It was, I kid you not, the week before market, we didn't know if we were going.
It was insane, you guys.
Have it to take.
At least 6 collections, and I had to just rip them up and start over each time. It was heartbreaking. But they just weren't right. They just weren't poppy.
So really collaborating and making sure that we've got a really good sense of like, what do we want to do? What is this collection? How does it make you feel? You know, what does it bring as far as, you know, color and theme and design? And Lori is amazing, like, to work with, because everything she does is like perfection. And it's like this constant of, that's not right. Even when it's done, she's like, that's still not right. And it's always this tweaking and this little fixing. And it's like amazing, because at the end of the day, you're finally like, oh, that's it. That's it.
Yes.
That's so good. And it feels good.
And it feels good.
You know when it's complete.
Yes,
And,
I
and
agree.
it's that partnership that we've created and worked really hard to be honest with each other, because I kid you not, you only see the good stuff. You don't see the stuff that goes in the trash. And
That's
a lot.
so
Oh, and there's a lot of trash.
That's true. That's true.
And
We
so
don't
everyone
think
just
about
thinks,
that.
oh, no, we don't think about all the effort and the mistakes and the time that you feel like is wasted.
Absolutely.
But honestly, in the end, it's what everyone loves. And we continue to be in awe and in gratitude of how people have just really been so kind to us and generous with their compliments.
Oh,
They really
I love
have.
it.
They really
I
have.
love it.
They've just kind of helped us validate whatever we've done. And that's just, so empowering.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
do you want me to take you through just a little quick design process, or
Yes, we would
how we
love
go
that.
through that?
Absolutely.
So I thought I would just show you a quick synopsis of how I get into my design process, and I want to share this with you because I want you guys to write this down. If you have any creativity that's flowing through you and it's stuck, anything at all, if you are writing a speech, a talk, you're going to I don't know, whatever it is that you need to do something creative for, make a recipe, and you are stuck, I want you to doodle. Doodling unlocks that part of your brain that, I don't know, it's that right part of your brain that even if it's your same doodle over and over, if you draw a whole page of hearts, it unlocks that repetitive thing that you do with doodling. You'll draw a heart and then you'll go, oh, I want some dots around it, or maybe I want a little curve around it, or I want a little swirl in it, or whatever it is that you do. You are actually doing something that starts here, that goes here, that ends up here, and that visual translates into unlocking that creative part of your brain. So some of the things that I like to do, I like to have creative things around me. And I am blessed to have this studio here in Vancouver. We just built a house a couple years ago. So I'll just show you quickly around it.
Yes, we'd love that.
So it might be a little bit dizzy. I'll try to go slow. And this is my shelf of shame. I have I love pin cushions. Here's one Gina made. But I have ones that, oh, Natalie, you made this. And just pin cushions galore, because I love pin cushions. But I also love things that are beautiful, things that are inspiring. Look at this. It's just a little squishy. It's a squishy. And things that I love. my mother gave me this. Just some of my favorite little things. And then if I back out, you can see all of my cubbies are filled with just creative things. So I'll just show you around the studio. Can you see this?
Yes. Oh,
It's a beautiful day. And then I have this cute little cupboard that I try to keep full of all of our Poppie things, some of our quilts, and just some of the things that we have done. Beautiful. And boy, does it really show how fun to have all of that great stuff. And then Jina just made these cute little coats. Is that darling?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Can you even see that? Anyway, so this is where I am blessed to create every day. And then one thing that I like to do is I have a little teacup here that was my grandmother's. Let me straighten that up. And Grandma saved up enough money during the Depression to take a china painting class. And this is called Bluebird China. It has a opalescent inside, and this is actual gold around the sides and on the handles. And I was fortunate enough to inherit that, but I keep that there because Grandma wasn't creative at all, but she knew that she could do this if she took a class, and she walked 7 miles every day to go and paint this china. And so it's really dear to me. And so I look at this and I think, okay, if Grandma can do this, that just inspires me to keep doing what I do.
Oh my goodness, I got goosebumps, Lori. I just got goosebumps. I love that. I love that. That's incredible.
Isn't she cute? Oh,
she is so cute.
She was the tiniest little thing. My grandma was about this size. You could put her in your pocket, you know. But,
that's right.
And she was a very stalwart, kind of quiet, stern person. But to see that she made that, I was really proud of her.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so that's part of my design process, and I could go on forever, but I'll
that's there. Such good advice. That is really good advice. I love that. And I hope if all of you haven't downloaded your printable, that you will take the time to do that, because there are some just really great nuggets of wisdom that she just shared with us. I want you to be taking these notes down. You can find it on our website. It's free. It's just a downloadable printable thing so that you can follow along, because I think there are so many great things that you just shared with us. So thank you. I have to share with you what Annie just said. She said your top and your bag are the same fabric. You make clothing too?
It is.
It is, right. That was a really good.
Yeah, that coat is actually fabric that we took and quilted. And then I cut into a coat. So it's quilted.
So cute. And look at Lori's top today.
It's actually a full dress.
Oh, and you too.
Both have the same dress. See?
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Okay, way cute,
That's
way cute. Those are so cute. Oh my goodness, you two. You are too much. I love it. I love it. So what about you, Jina? What, when we talk about inspiration, is there something that you think about?
So Lori and I are similar in that when, she doodles, I also sketch. So I always sketch up my quilts and ideas. You probably do this too when you're thinking about things, Kris, but I'll sketch up my ideas and actually get it on paper. Lori and I, there's nothing we don't do in the design process that we don't do together. Because I don't produce quilts that we haven't discussed ideas, or, hey, what about this? Or what about that? Or everything that we put out for our customers is really thought out. We want to create an emotion, an emotional attachment to everything that we do. We want them to love. We don't just put out a quilt to do a quilt. We make sure that it's something that is attached to the fabric collection.
It's definitely a team effort.
And it's that fabric if you're a fabric lover, you know that fabric speaks to you. And it tells you, you pet it and you love it, and it starts talking and tells you, you know what, I need to be a flower quilter, I need to be a bluebird. But that's kind of how I'll process. But again, we do it it's doodling, and then of course it's EQ. For me, it's always both of us. It's doodling, and then we got to get it into the computer. So I use EQ8, and that's where our quilts comes so that everything's virtual.
Okay, makes sense. So I just have to share a couple things with you, Lori, that our audience is saying. Betty says that it's a lovely way to honor her grandmother.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I had two of the most lovely grandmothers, and I loved them both. One was the best cook, and one was not.
And that's okay, because she probably had her own talents, right? Yeah. And then Mary shares that my grandma was an inspiration to me too. So I think what you shared just really hit home with a lot of us out there, for sure. And Carol has an interesting question. She said, that's such a great story. Where did the name Poppie Cotton come from?
So that was a tough one.
That was a really tough one. And believe me, we had a lot of names.
Lists and lists and lists.
It had to be, okay, so you know us in fabric, and we love flowers.
Yes.
So it had to be a flower name. And like you said, when you introduced us, Poppy is happy. Poppy's a happy flower. And it's also a delicate flower.
I also think that a poppy, it has so much roughly, there's so many ruffles in it. When it closes up, but when it opens, it's so roughly and feminine, and that is very Gina and I, very feminine, very pink.
Question. Do anything for males?
Exactly. That's exactly right.
They can wear fabrics, because we have done ties and bow ties, and they look gorgeous in our fabrics.
You do.
So you have to be
the bow tie.
A real man.
Oh, in fact, you know what? Now that you bring that up, I do have a picture here. Let's see. This is the Denver tie and bow tie pattern right there. And so you probably can't see that, Gina.
We can't see it.
But you said that even the man, my son loves floral ties. Let me just say that they are very popular right now.
Because it takes a real man to wear it.
Exactly. I will let him know that. I love that. Can you hold up your grandmother's tea cup one more time?
I would be happy
to. See it again. Yeah, that's beautiful.
And it's called the Bluebird Pattern, and so you can see the little bluebirds, and then it's got the little cherry blossoms. The inside is a pearlescent. You can kind of see the pearlescent in there. And then this is the saucer. There's a whole set of it. When I moved, beautiful. I lost three pieces broke. So, it broke my heart. But I do have a full set of plates, saucers and cups, and salt and pepper, and a cream and sugar.
Oh my goodness. How fun. That is so. That is what a special item to have. That
very dear.
If you had a house fire, I would imagine that would be the first thing you would grab.
Oh, it would break my heart. What would I do?
Yeah,
shove it in my bag and go.
Yep, exactly. What a beautiful keepsake to have. So I am really excited because I know that you both have something really fun planned for us of sharing something that you call Stamp and Stitch. And so who would like to go first on this one? Because this is going to be really a unique project for everyone to learn from.
Well, I think we'll start with Lori, because Lori's going to actually show how the process is done. And then I'll show like some projects that we have worked, how we envision it being used.
Perfect.
So let me get my camera kind of situated here. Just give me a second.
Okay.
I'm going to I'm going to move it. Hang on. Okay, now you can kind of see my hands down here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to show you is, this is the product. It's called Stamp and Stitch, and this is our monogram Stamp and Stitch. We have some new ones. This one is Jar Full of Love, this Heartfelt Hexie, the Happy Farmhouse,
Lori,
and
can
the
you bring him down just a
Tranquility.
little bit further? There we go. Perfect.
Does that help?
Yes.
Okay. And they are so darling. They have all these loose rubber stamps that you can take and then kind of piece in, stamp something, and then stamp the other bits. And I'll show you how to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to just rearrange this a little bit. Like, is that better? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so here's the Stamp and Stitch, and this is the bits that I've used. Let me know if you can't see it, Kris.
That looks great.
Okay, so this is the bits that I've used, and we actually have these new blocks. They're just an acrylic block. They will be here from China right now. You know, it's hard to get anything from China, so they're coming in May.
Just the block itself.
The block we'll have in 2 sizes, and we'll have the stamp pad that is suitable for stamping on fabric.
Perfect.
And it comes in graphite gray, which we think is the best. So first of all, you're going to take your cloth, and this is our darling confetti, country confetti, and you're going to just iron it onto this kind of really thin batting that has a fusible interface right there. And you iron that on so that when you stitch it, it has just a little bit of a backing to it. This is a trick Gina taught me so that your stitches don't show through. And then you line up what you want it to say. This actually says Be Happy, and it's missing a P, and I'll show you how to do that. And you go ahead and you ink up your stamps and press it down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that P and your smaller block, and you're going to ink that up, and then you're going to press that in.
Oh.
So that you have the word Be Happy.
Okay.
And then there's all of these cute little darling things that you can embellish with. Now I'm going to turn it over to Gina, and she's going to show you what this turns into, because that's what's fun.
Okay, so while we do that, we're getting questions about whether we sell those, and we do. They're on our website right now. So if you're looking for the Stamp and Stitch sets, they are found under New Releases on our website, New Releases, or if you search Poppie Cotton, you'll be able to find it. And always remember, Poppie is Poppie, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we stamp the fabric, and then what happens?
So then you've got your stamped piece, and of course these are some that we've made. So you can put it on any size that you want. A lot of times what I'll do is prep. Look at this. I have a pile, pile of these, all prepped and ready to go. So
it beats having to trace a pattern, doesn't it?
Oh, and you know what? The other fun thing about this is such a fun project for moms to do with their children.
Yes.
Like, they're at home now, so this is something easy. And what we want you to know is you can stitch, and we have 3 stitches. We have the, I guess I should be showing those, huh? Let me see if I can find a piece here. But
there's the 3 stitches, the Lazy Daisy, the back stitch, and the French knot. That's all we base this on.
Yeah, I don't know if I can show them just because it's not close enough, but if
They're
you'll
all on our YouTube.
there's a little French dot or French knot, and then there's the running stitch, and then there's of course the lazy daisy. So we have videos on these, how to do them. They're very simple. I have taught my 5-year-old granddaughter and 4-year-old. They can do them all. So it's something children can learn, and it's fun.
Yes.
And all you need is a needle and floss, and let them practice. Let them do what they want. But they don't necessarily have to stitch it. You can actually just leave it. You can leave it just like this. And so it's so fun. We've come up with, I'll show you a couple things.
So
These
the
are
ink,
the ones that are stitched.
the ink is not washable, correct? Then it's permanent.
It is washable.
Oh,
If you heat set it, you want to make sure to heat set it, Kris.
okay.
After you've stamped it, just press it with an iron, and it's permanent.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is
Perfect.
permanent. Yeah.
Perfect.
And
Okay.
so these are just a few of the ideas. Like we've got patterns. This is the Good Stuff bag. And of course it's inset
Can you
Hold
Inside.
it up, Gina, up by your face.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
See that?
Yep.
And then of course we've got, these are bins. You see these
Okay.
bins?
Just hold it still for just a minute. There we go. Look how cute that is. Oh, I love that.
Isn't that fun?
Yes.
And then of course, here's another one where you can take a little hoop.
Cute.
So, and then these are even tinier. And then you can make a pin cushion. Oh, pin cushion. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
Then
Oh, hold on, Gina.
just
Will you
take your square.
hold that up, that pin cushion up one more time, and just hold it still for just a minute. There's a little bit of a delay, so that's why. Okay, there we go. So we've got, but both of those are pin
So
cushions.
this one's a circle. This is, yeah, they're both pin cushions. This is
Okay.
a circle with a running stitch just cinched in. The way that I gauge my circle size is 3 times the diameter of what my product is. So,
Okay.
you know, this is probably approximately like a I don't know, 2-inch jar, and the circle is going to be at least 6 inches.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Okay. And then
Cute.
this is just the square. It's just sewn into a square, and I've got rice or bird. I think this is bird seed,
Uh-huh.
and then just stuffed and made into a little pin cushion.
That's adorable.
And then another fun idea I thought was to take these are not stitched. It's just, you know, stamped on.
Okay.
And these are little scraps. They're about 1/2 inch, just totally scrappy and just sewn on. I've got the little selvage in there, and they're little tags. You can just put them on gifts.
I think we're back. The joys.
Oh.
Okay, I think we're back. All right, we're gonna we're gonna keep going. So sorry,
Where did you
everyone.
pick up?
Stay with us. Okay, so we are back, and there we go. Let's see, everyone coming back on it. There we go. It looks like we're back in business. Okay, Gina, will you go over and talk to us again about the little tag you made?
So this is a cute project to do with your children. They're just scraps, and we just stamped. So no stitching involved, just the stamp. They can write whatever the word they want, or they can put on a little teeny, these are just teeny tiny little scraps. And then, I hate to say this because this is sewn on the sewing machine, but you could glue them. Lori loves her glue gun. Just saying for those glue gun people out there. I have to sew. This is done on the sewing machine. But I love,
let's see that glue gun again, Lori.
Really cute salvages.
Where's your glue gun?
And it's pink.
And it's pink, of course.
She loves her glue gun. She loves it.
I love it.
So, and then just including salvages. Usually they're things we throw away, but they're so fun just to include.
Well, Audrey said right here, she says, I think that those stamps would make super cute bookmarks.
Darling.
Perfect.
Good idea.
That's sort of what this looks like, this long one.
And Deborah shares, I need to get my granddaughter started doing hand embroidery. Absolutely. And
I
this
would
is the
like to know
perfect time.
who has learned from their parent
Mm.
or grandparent or aunt, because
Mm-hmm.
I learned from my teacher at church taught me how to embroider.
Okay.
And it was part because I grew up in it's part of the curriculum. I mean, everyone did sewing in school.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
For
really?
sure.
In Australia?
Oh, it's part of your program.
Really? Interesting. Interesting.
Oh,
Lori,
Yes, and
this is a
everything's done by hand.
Lori, this is a girl after your own heart. She said, I told my husband to put a glue gun in my casket.
you go, girl. I'm burying with me too. We can. Hey, that is a great idea.
Mine's my sewing machine. I gotta have my sewing machine.
There you go.
You can have your sewing machine. I'll take the glue gun.
Make room. Glue gun's like
That's right. Exactly. Yeah,
I guess mine'll be a bigger cut.
a lot of people out there are saying their grandmother taught them how to embroider, their mother. Elaine shares that she learned from her great aunt Ella. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
bless
It
them and tell them, please pass that on to generations, because
well,
that was
exactly.
the thought behind this,
Mm-hmm.
is get your kids started in this, get whoever you want started in stitching with those 3 basic stitches, and then it'll catch on in your heart and you'll want to stitch.
So
And one of the things, these are labels for quilts. Make sure you label your quilt.
yes.
This is a great way to make it look pretty. Make sure you put the date and your name and who made it and
Mm-hmm.
where you made it.
Yep.
Like make a little story.
Absolutely. So here's a little personal side note about hand stitchery and the importance of being able to share that with your children. I think all of us as moms, we try to figure out what is that one thing that each of our children can be successful at, right? Whether it's sports or dance or music or whatever it might be. And so you're always trying to help them discover where their talents are and help them figure it out. And I have one in particular that she tried this and it just wasn't her thing. And she tried that and it wasn't her thing. And she just didn't have success with anything that she was trying. And one day I thought, you know what? I'm going to try teaching her how to do some hand stitches, just some simple hand stitches. And she took off and she loved it and she felt successful. And so I always I share that with the hopes of perhaps inspiring someone else to say, what is it that child or that grandchild could do and have those small wins, in life to make them feel successful. And maybe it'll be hand embroidery.
Yeah. Yeah, and
You
I
know,
love it
this
because
is
it doesn't
this
take
is
up a lot
funny.
of space.
Right.
My dad was always very mathematical and he's an engineer. My grandmother, the one who painted the teacups, she taught my dad how to needlepoint. And he needle pointed a lot of things, a lot of chairs and covers and things for my grandmother. And he, to this day, those are sweet memories for him in needle pointing with his mom.
Absolutely.
He was adopted when he was 8 years old, and so has good memories with his mom.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I posted the other day that my grandparents did embroidery at night because they didn't have TV. And so they would stitch and embroider by
Yeah.
hand. So I
Yeah.
know that it keeps your mind busy and it keeps you awake. If you want to
Yeah.
watch a good movie. I can't watch movies without doing stitching.
Without something, yeah.
Right. Or on a car drive or whatever it may be. Christina
Yeah.
shares, I'm excited to try. It's been years since I've done hand stitching.
Oh,
And that's
this
true.
is a good time.
Good.
Mhm.
Wonderful.
That
This is a
is.
great way to get back into it.
Absolutely. So Thank you both for sharing those with us because I think it might be brand new for a lot of people to see this idea of the stamp and stitch. I love it. I love the quilt labels that you have. I think they are so cute. Do you have any other projects to show that you've done the stamp
I
and
do.
stitch
I have
on?
one of the things I've been playing with lately is just doing a one color. So
Oh,
this
Okay.
is
cute.
where it's just pink.
I love that.
And so I don't think you don't have to be colorful, but you can be. But
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll play with just white, white on white. I
Ooh,
think it's fun to be
yes.
able to create a texture. Don't you think that would be pretty?
I think it'd be
I've
beautiful.
got, let's see. Oh, I just got these other projects. I guess I've shown you those, but I do have lots of quilts. So
Ooh, let's
if we
take a
want to
look
show
at.
some quilts,
Yes, let's take a look at the
okay.
quilts.
Oh, this is one that you have, Prairie Sisters, and this is Chicken Scratch.
Oh, I tell you, that has been one of our most popular patterns in the store is chicken scratch.
Well, and you guys taught it as a class.
We
Like, it's
did.
super fun.
We did.
Yeah.
I even got dressed up with a chicken head on my head.
I saw that. That was awesome.
Well,
You are
I'm a
awesome.
dork and but I do like to have fun in my
We all are
classes.
dorks. Good for you.
So this is fun. It's about country confetti. And this is a fun one.
Oh, yes. Yes. I love that. In fact, wait, was that called corn maze?
Corn
Yes.
maze.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got a picture of the pattern here. I'm going to bring it on the screen real quick. There you go. So, corn maze. I love the simplicity of this design, and yet
Yeah.
it makes such a bold statement using those. It's not solid, but it gives the look of solids, but
Not.
it still has a print to it. I love that quilt so much. I could see it in
That
all
series
different
is so
colors.
pretty.
This is the other one.
Okay, this one's
So
clover. Okay,
that's
I'm bringing that
Clover.
up. Cute. Cute. That's a happy one.
And that is a happy one. This one's Homestead. This is Gingham Farmhouse.
Oh, yes. Let's see if I can find that one. Oh, I do have this one. There we go. It's I just love the colors and all of you will notice that those colors just go so beautifully together. I love it. Homestead is what that one is called. Okay.
If you thought Lori showed bluebirds in
Okay.
the Wanderings, and then
Oh,
this is
Okay.
bluebirds, just to take, if you can take one pattern, this is my favorite thing about quilting. And by your choice of fabric, create a whole
mm-hmm.
different look. So that's Wanderings.
Okay. Using the
And
bluebirds
then
pattern.
this is the exact same quilt,
Okay.
only in Gingham Farm.
Oh, yes. Yep. I love that. That's beautiful.
So that's fun, be able to have different fabrics. And then can you see this one here?
Oh,
Or do I need to move?
let me bring up Bluebird real quick. There we go. You can see your Bluebird has like an Irish chain going through it. I love that. Okay, so what do you have next?
So this one, can you see this one over here? Maybe I'll have to take
Yes.
these down. This one's Chicken Love. And this is out of Daisy May.
Okay. That's cute.
X's and O's and chickens. So we love our chicken.
I
Kisses and
love
hugs.
it.
And I have to tell you guys that I love my chickens so much. I kiss them on the mouth. I do. I take their little beaks and kiss them. That's how much I love my chickens.
Oh, you
And
are so
I-
funny.
And I love them in quilts. I think this is exactly where they should be, in a quilt.
I love the 9 patches that you have in between those two. So cute.
Oh, that is cute, isn't it?
Okay,
This one.
this is definitely a favorite right now. Tell us what this one's called.
So
So this one is Flower Market.
Do you want me to hold it and tell about it, Lori?
Yeah, this one is Flower Market. And y'all, we are doing a sew along. So you've got, we have, Kris will have a bunch of information on that.
Yes.
But if you go to our Instagram or our blog, we are starting our sew along on Wednesday, Gina, April,
Next Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Go
And
ahead, Gina.
There's 7 different flowers. So we'll do 1 flower a week. And what happens is you make so many of each flower to make this quilt. So there's 7 weeks of a flower. And then on the 8th week, we'll show how the whole quilt pulls together.
Oh my
and how you
goodness,
actually
so
put the
cute.
blocks together.
And
So it's a really fun way to break it down
mm-hmm.
in bite-sized pieces.
Exactly. And
We've
this
had a
is
huge response to it. So everybody join in and make this quilt. It's beautiful and you will love having it.
and this is from the brand new
And
line called Daisy May.
Daisy May.
Daisy May.
And we have
Yeah, and so you'll need,
we have kits for this sew along.
and that'll be good.
Yeah, so if you're wanting a kit to participate in the sew along, you can find it on our website.
That's awesome.
Okay, and
Thank you,
the
Kris, because that really helps support that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Are you
do
still
you have
there,
a second
Gina?
for me to pop up and show a few more things?
Yes.
I really wanted to show you our new wool just very quickly. It's not in the stores yet, but it's coming.
Oh, good.
I'm going to grab it. So our new wool comes in these 6 beautiful colors. We've had them hand dyed for you.
Wow.
And they are in our particular beautiful colors. Of course, we've got the 2 pinks, this beautiful cranberry, raspberry red,
Yes.
and a lovely off-white, a teal, and then, of course, a green. And then we have some beautiful projects that will coordinate. This is just a little egg that I made for Easter. And Gina's made some amazing things. I make little things. She makes the big stuff. So that's one
you
thing.
make a good
and
team.
then we do make a good team, the best. I also want to just take you over here and show you our newest collection that will be in the stores next week. This is called Cherish Moments.
Yeah.
And it is so beautiful. It comes in the teal colorway. It has a beautiful word print. It's that soft, gorgeous feel again. And it comes in the teal colorway, the pink and the red, and then the black. So this is very different for us.
Yes.
These colorways, but we are so excited and we've had a huge response to this. If you are interested in this, go to the website and look at it.
Yes.
But also check your stores. I'm sure Kris is going to have this.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And Cherish Moments is going to do really, really well. It's very timely. It has some beautiful things that it says. Some of the things it says on there are be grateful, be kind, cherish, happiness, grace, let your heart be full. The things that we really need to focus on right now.
Absolutely.
And then just one more thing before I give you to Gina. I'm just anxious to show you a sneak peek of what I'm working on right now. This is only one of the prints, and you are the only ones that get to see this. So here we go. I'm going to show you my computer, and it's just a little hexy design, but all of these will be shown in our new collection.
That is
Can you see that very good, Kris?
Yes. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness, that's so cute.
Okay, and by the way, we need your help. We need a cute name.
We need a name for it.
Ooh.
So if anyone has any great ideas, let us know.
Oh, that is so sweet. So when do you expect this one to come out?
This is going to be
so we are releasing it in the next month?
October.
Yeah, we'll release it for stores to start purchasing in the next month, and then it will be in the stores in September, October.
Around September, October.
Yay! Yay!
So we need a name for that, you guys.
Okay. So how do we take a look at what the fabrics are so we can come up with a name?
Oh, I don't know. That's
like the main piece.
I'm not trying to see anything that I'm not supposed to or anything, but
you guys are tricky, aren't you? You're trying to get something shown. Just one sec. I'll show you one. I'll show you one more.
It's really cute.
Oh, okay. You're going to show us one more?
This is always the process.
I'm going to show you one more, but just a sec.
Okay. I'm going to take the camera and get it nice up and close on you.
The problem is if we actually show you, we have to keep it. And there's always the possibility of rejection.
Yeah,
if I show you, I might have to kill you.
Yeah. What you got for us, Lori?
Okay. One thing while I'm finding it is, Gina, tell your favorite whatever you're supposed to tell.
I do. Yep. So one of the things that has changed my look of my blocks, to get them nice and crisp.
Yeah.
So this is showing you a moments. But what I do, I pressing makes all the difference.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing is one step further and actually starching my fabric. So I'll cut a small piece, if I know I'm doing a strip of fabric, I'll just cut, like a 5-inch, and then from that I'll cut my strip. But I'll actually starch it, or a fat quarter. So I'm not starching my yards of fabric. I'm starching what I think I'm going to be cutting.
Okay.
But I spray it, starch it with the iron, then I cut. And my pieces are so precise. So that when I go to piece it together, I found it's all and then I don't starch again. I just press. But because the starch is already in the fabric. And what happens is keeping it so pristine that you're so happy that things are matching up, because we know in quilting that we have to, it's about perfection. It's about having that perfect 1/4 inch every time. And so I have found that starch is my best friend.
Okay. Good advice. Good advice. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, Lori. It's time to turn it over. What
did
you
guys
have
not
for us?
see it?
No, not an up close.
This.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh.
So this is the main print.
Can you see the tone-on-tone dot in the background?
I can. Yep.
For Lori.
No, I love the tone-on-tone dot in the background. Yep. That's beautiful. Timeless.
So I'll tell you where the inspiration came for that. My grandfather used to raise prize roses and enter them into competitions. So this is based on his prize roses. And I don't know what they were called. They were all different names, but I called them prize roses, and that's what Grandpa called them.
I love
That
it.
might be the collection.
That might be the name.
Let's get a better name.
That is
But I know you guys
beautiful.
can come up with some really fun names, and we'd love to hear them. So just respond to Kris's article or post, and we'll get the names from that. So thank you.
Ooh, I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. That is so fun. Oh my goodness. You too.
Good.
Do you ever sleep?
No.
Oh my gosh. That is a big no.
Country Roads is coming too. So I wanted to show you. This is a new blog.
Okay.
So this is a collection. This is.
Whoops. Oh, you cut out. Let's see. Let's bring. Are we there?
We're here.
Okay.
We're here.
Will you hold that up one more time, please?
The reason I thought it was so funny, you were singing this, Country Roads, Take Me Home.
Oh, yeah.
That's the inspiration behind this collection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I sang John Denver for weeks doing this.
That's right.
That's the Denver Eye.
Ooh, I love that. Hold that one up. Hold that up again. Oh, that's so pretty. What a pretty block. And you do have the Country Roads song in there.
We do. We have bits and pieces of it, not the whole song.
That is so
we have bits and
neat.
pieces of it.
Yeah. I love
that.
that.
So you'll be singing along with John Denver as you sew along.
Yes, absolutely.
It's so fun.
That is great. I love it. Oh my goodness, you two. This has been so much fun. This has been so much fun.
Thanks.
Oh my
Kris.
goodness.
You're so fun.
I told you we could go on and on.
We could go on and on, couldn't we? Like when I go see you at Quilt Market, I just want to just hang out for the day and just, visit with you.
Well, you can.
Yeah. Well, that's only
you can.
You're so fun. It's not because of us. It's because you're so fun.
Ah, you're so sweet. So, I know you have a really fun giveaway for us. Will you let everyone know what you're giving away today?
We are so excited. We're going to have 5 lucky winners, right, Lori? 5 lucky winners.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are giving away each of our new Stamp and Stitch. So our monogram and then the 4 labels that we have, like they're quilt labels. So the canning jar, the hexie. Yeah.
So each one of these will go to someone.
Thank you so much.
We will we'll actually post, I guess we'll post it, and then if you were listening today, let us know. Because
So you've got to tag Kris, you've got to refer to this and make sure that you, respond to this. So we'll put the information in the post.
We'll do it.
I have
Instagram post.
Can they find you at Poppie Cotton on Instagram?
Yes, at Poppie Cotton, Poppie Cotton.
Just Poppie Cotton on Instagram. Okay, so I put it up here so that people can see it. And so as everyone knows how we've been doing our giveaways, make sure and comment below as to something new you learned or what you're excited about or what you're looking forward to or what inspired you today. Maybe a new tip that you learned. We want to hear it all. And then I also want you to go and definitely follow them on Instagram because they have so many fun ideas that are constantly, as you can tell, constantly coming out. And I just think it's so much, I'm really looking forward to trying out some of those stamp sets myself. It sure beats tracing a pattern, doesn't it?
It saves a lot of time.
It saves a lot of time.
It does, and you don't have to stitch every stamp just stitch a few little things
Yeah.
here and there, and you've still got that pretty stamp on there.
Well, you have lots of little elements too in there. And so you could
I
pull
do.
one element out and be able to add it to a quilt label or to a
Yeah.
handbag, to a zipper pouch. I mean, there's to
Right.
a collar on a dress or some whatever. There's so
Yeah.
many
Oh,
possibilities. A little journal
Yeah.
cover. I mean, I'm just thinking
I
of all the
love
fun
right.
those
things.
ideas. Those are great ideas.
So someone asked Lori where your dress pattern comes from. Why don't you show all of us your
This is
dress
a
again?
I'll
this
show
is a Dottie Angel.
Dottie
It's a
Angel?
Dottie Angel pattern, and it is made by Gina because I do not sew very much. I don't quilt. Can you
I've
Oh,
got the pattern here. So this is the pattern.
it's so
But it's a
cute.
Dottie Angel. So is the jacket. I better put this jacket on so you can see.
coat.
It's too cute. I call it my robe jacket.
There you go.
Is this so cute?
Oh my goodness, I love that. That is really, really fun.
So cute.
I
I'm
love
still
it.
looking for some vintage toggles or some handmade ceramic or porcelain toggles, but that's what I want on here.
Oh, I think those are so cute. I love it. You know what?
We have matching ones.
I'm seeing it. Do you have matching? I also see in the background.
do.
Is that quilt called Prairie Pinwheel behind you?
This one is, yes.
Okay, I'm going to bring that up on the screen because I think it's so cute. There we go. Prairie Pinwheel. I love that. I love how
Wait,
it just.
that's made with a 5-inch, isn't it, Gina?
5-inch.
A 5-inch
5-inch.
with a background,
Oh,
and
that is so cute.
we did it with prairie.
Whoops.
Whatever. That's a lovely quilt. One of my favorites.
Oh, I love that so much. Absolutely. And Jennifer is wondering if there is a pattern for the jacket.
Oh,
Yes.
the pattern for the jacket.
This one.
Oh, and that's
And
also
I
Dottie
think they're
Angel.
Simplicity, aren't they, Gina?
Ah,
They are, yeah, they're simple.
Simplicity.
And
okay.
Dottie Angel.
Dottie
She has
Angel.
great patterns.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those before. Let's see. Sandra
And
shares.
what I do is I actually bind them like I would quilt. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. You look so cute, Lori. I love it. She's so classy. Just both of you are just so classy. Sandra shares
He
that would
is
be
my stylist.
yeah. Sandra shares that would be such a creative way to combine the stamping and stitch into my sewing. I'm always looking for a new way to have fun creating. I think that is so true. I love that, Sandra. Thank you. Let's see. Any other questions out there before we end today? Anne shares, looked at the fabric collections, love them all.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. That's so
Absolutely.
kind.
Yes. Tammy shares, I love the dresses and jacket. I want them. Yeah, they are so
that'll
cute.
cost you.
See,
You'll buy what's on my feet.
I
Look at
want you
what's
to
on my
make them.
feet.
Oh,
You see
look
my
at you.
boots?
Okay. Let's get a nice up close. Let's bring you on closer.
Can you see my boots? That's
There you
so
go.
embarrassing. I like to wear it with my big boots.
I think it's
I'm a farm
adorable.
girl.
I think it's adorable. Okay, Annette shares.
I won't show you this I have my feet.
That's
You wear the heels, I'll wear the boots,
there you
girlfriend.
go.
I got the sneakers.
Yes.
Annette shares, I'm a new Poppie Cotton fan. I love the sweet fabrics.
Yay, thank you so much.
I think you've got some new fans for sure. For sure.
That is so nice.
Let's see. Anything? I'm just scrolling through real quickly. Okay, KP says, this is an interesting comment. Never thought to bring stamping into quilting, but it would be great for labels. I used to stamp a lot when scrapbooking, just never thought to bring it over. There you go.
Yeah,
We've all
just
done it in the middle of blocks, quilt blocks.
Middle of quilt
like
blocks.
and make sure that it is made for fabric and that you heat set it so that
Yes.
it doesn't, you know,
Oh, that would be
mess
awful,
up.
wouldn't it? Yeah. But what you both have done has been merging these two worlds, you know, of so many of us came from a scrapbooking world, or still are. Some of us are, and stamping. It's all using that same kind of creative mindset, right?
Well, and also allowing everyone to create themselves and do their version. We're not trying to control how it's done. We're trying to make it as versatile as possible, which makes it fun and makes you feel like you're creating.
Exactly, exactly. Lynn shares, we'll definitely be looking for the Stamp and Stitch sets. Great new idea. And yes, we have all of their Stamp and Stitch sets on our website right now. If you go to mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com and click on new releases, you'll see them right there. Or to see everything that Poppie Cotton offers, you just search, put it in the search engine, Poppie Cotton, Poppie Cotton, and everything that we have of theirs will show up, including the kit for that new sew along, which I'm really excited about.
Yay.
Yes. Julie shares, I love their beautiful fabric collections. Can't wait to get them. I'm also excited about their sew along. So, yes,
Oh,
sew along
so
begins
nice.
next week, everyone. All right. And Fern shares, dying over your quilts. I've got the Bluebird pattern and sew along kit in my cart. Yay!
Oh, so great. So
That's
great.
I love it. I love it. All right. And
You guys, while you're typing, I want to just tell you my favorite weapon of choice, my favorite tool.
oh,
Okay, does anybody have these?
I know what those are, but we're not used to
it's
having them for
made
sewing.
This is for surgery, but I'm not kidding. I use them for stuffing, for turning, for so many things. So if you have stitches or anybody has stitches, next time just take these because they'll throw them away.
Yeah.
Take these and put them in your arsenal for
Isn't it
sewing.
Isn't that a
Because
hemostat?
they are the best.
Is that a hemostat? Is that
A
what they call it?
hemostat.
Yeah.
And they come in all kinds of sizes. I have like 4 sizes of them.
I love it. You're
So
so
that,
funny.
and then here's my other favorite thing. Don't,
You're going to bury
it's
that in your
like
pocket.
the no word in sewing world, but that's my other favorite thing.
Is that your
There
story
you
and you're
go.
sticking to it?
I'm sticking to it.
You'd stick
Glue
into
with
it.
hot glue.
That's right. There you go. There you go. Laura Lee says, what I'm excited about, I never thought to stamp with fabrics and then do the embroidery on it. I plan to make fabric bookmarks for friends. Can't wait.
Oh,
Cute.
I love
I
that.
love it.
Thank you, Laura Lee.
Make
for
sure
sharing.
they post so that we can see what they make.
Yes, and always, always, always tag Poppie Cotton so they can see. Okay, Shauna
That would
asked
be
if
great.
we carry the stamp pad. We do not right now because that doesn't come in till May, correct?
As soon as China releases it. So we're hoping, and as soon as they do and it's safe, then we'll get those.
There you go. There you go. So before we end, what life advice do you have for us, you two? You two, all knowing wisdom just spewing out of you. You both just have creativity galore, and I know a lot of life advice as well. So I'm going to leave the remainder of the time up to you two and share with us some of your thoughts.
Okay, Lori.
Okay, so I'm going to just do this one because for me, I work within an environment where I am pretty much here in my studio all the time. I do get out. I do. I get out in nature. I take walks. I am out a lot. But I also want you to bloom where you're planted. You don't have to look far outside of those four walls that you work in to find creativity in here. I think that you can take little mini mind vacations. You can find memories or find beauty within just your favorite little things. And right now, while there's so much chaos, let all of that go and do whatever it is that brings you back to that creative soul and within yourself. Keep it real, skip the chaos, and keep creating because it's going to keep you sane. It keeps me sane.
So as you can tell, Lori and I our motto is rose-colored glasses. We just want to see the beauty that's around us. And I think to everyone else, it may seem ordinary. So it's taking the ordinary and making it beautiful, in every way. When you cook, do a little something that makes it just look pretty. When you're gardening, do rows or do whatever you're doing. When you're doing sewing, make it beautiful. Give it that, instead of ordinary, give it that beautiful touch. And I think amidst chaos, we can find beauty. We can be grateful for what we have, what's in front of us, and even take garbage like I did today out of the garbage can and make little things that just bring absolute joy, and then share. I've never, ever met a quilter who didn't share what they have with someone else, because we are sharers, because that's what fills our cup, is to give and share beautiful things and just touch the lives of those. Everyone needs something beautiful. Leave it on their door, leave it on their doorstep. Go to a neighbor and just do something that they ordinarily wouldn't expect, and it'll make you feel better.
Well, I think that's the key, is that when we do those things, we in turn feel so much better.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
for
that.
sure.
I love you both so much. Thank you.
Love you too, Kris. Thank you.
Like, obviously, one of the most positive, upbeat people I know. Honestly, everyone says that.
Sweet girl.
Not reading all the comments that talk about how amazing and upbeat she is. So
you're very kind.
So appreciate. It's our honor to be here and share with you what we all love.
Thank you.
It's not a fun day if I don't look at your Instagram, Kris. You make me smile every single time. So yeah,
you
your
guys
crazy
are so
zany
sweet.
doodle thingies that you do, I love them.
Oh my goodness, you too. I love you both so much. I want to just give a big virtual hug right out there to you and squeeze you tight. And squeeze you tight. And
hugs to your sweet audience. Stay well.
Yes, stay well. And thank you both for being here. What a pleasure this has been. It has been so delightful to have you here this afternoon. You've just made my day, and I know you've made a lot of other people's day as well. So thank you,
Kris.
You bet. You bet. Okay, so everyone, thank you again, for joining me today. I hope you've had as wonderful time as I have. Thank you for staying even through some of the technical glitches that sometimes, happen on these kinds of things. It's just the nature of technology. We love it and we love it some more. And then there are times when we really just want to just scream, right? But we're all in this together. We're all trying our best. And I appreciate every single one of you for being here today, for being with us this whole week and last week when we were doing it. And I just, it's one foot in front of the other. We take it day by day. You never know what's around the corner, and it's all about the way we look at things, and it's about our mindset. And so, if that is one thing that you learned from these beautiful women today, I hope that's something that you can take away from them is that power of positivity and creativity in your lives. And now it's more important than ever. So keep on keeping on, everyone. And as I always end, I want you to stay safe. I want you to stay healthy. I want you to stay home, but I want you to keep sewing. All right, everyone? I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being with us. Bye-bye.